Hey, what's up, everybody? I've been sitting here for like 4 minutes. I don't know why sometimes this software takes so long to get started. But hopefully everyone's had a good weekend, feeling good. I know you had a little green in the market. It's a little red right now, but hopefully you still had a good weekend. I had a weekend, one of those. I had one of those Shaolin monk type of weekends, like just really got away from everything and I don't know. A lot of insight on a lot of stuff. Probably some religious stuff y'all don't want to hear about. I hate saying religion though, but um, just got time to get away and think about a lot. Really realize what's important. Um, One thing is, sorry, I have three people. Not three people. I'm one of three. One of three people that have grandparents dealing with dementia, and I don't know. I kind of felt. I guess I felt kind of, I guess, guilty in a way. I don't know if that's probably not the right word, but kind of felt guilty in a way because my grandfather himself, he's been doing a little better, and they'd taken him off some of the medications he was on, and before he was like fighting people and all kinds of crazy. I don't know if y'all know dementia is crazy. Dementia gets crazy, so a lot of times they doing stuff that they don't. They're not really aware of what they're doing. They have attitude problems. Oh man, no sound. Anybody else have no sound? I see the sound over here. Wait a minute, no sound. Can anybody else confirm if you do hear me or don't hear me? Okay. I guess y'all are hearing me. There is sound. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. I just saw somebody say something. I'm gonna get to this. Actually, I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm gonna say I hate I made that the thumbnail, but it's big news. But I got a lot of stuff to talk about with a lot of projects, a lot of important stuff. So hopefully I ain't going. But I do want to finish this little rant. I'm gonna be done in a minute. But anyway, so yeah, my grandfather, he's been doing better, whatever, and took him off some medication. Like I say, he was fighting the people before and all that kind of stuff, and doing it escape plans and all kinds of stuff. But I guess he kind of realizes, which is hard because with dementias they go in and out. Kind of realizes and maybe accepting the situations he's in because there's not like much we can really do for him at home, even though I would want to bring him to the house or whatever. But anyway, he's doing better. But somebody else's, I know their grandparents is dealing with dementia too. They're not doing as well. So it makes you, like I said, it makes you feel a little guilty. But at the same time, it puts a lot of stuff in perspective. Even I came back for a minute this weekend, and somebody was saying that they, like I say, appreciated, some of my religious views or relationship with God or whatever you want to call it. But I said, I feel bad because to be honest, and I've said this before, to be honest, I haven't been the best example on this channel and some of the situations I've gotten into, whatever. So I do want to do better with that. And once again, I'm not trying to take y'all to church, but between Friday and Saturday, my weekend, and then even compounding on that yesterday at church, like just made me think about a whole lot of stuff and um, just more self control, more discipline. And that even goes for, like I said, how much discipline you need to invest in crypto. So yeah, I do is because I know people do know me for that. So I just want to make sure that I'm being the best example of myself, not just example as far as crypto investing and stuff. So yeah, just want to be a better version of myself. I will still be taking my breaks because it's so much better when you can think clearly um, about the market. But anyway, I got ton is not the only thing to talk about today, and it just is what it is. It's important stuff in the middle, and I got some important stuff at the end. But just stay tuned and hang out with us or whatever. Anyway, Bitcoin's at 63.4 right now. We did have a run up. We had a little run up or whatever. People are getting excited. I've already told you my views on that. Um, It's just I feel like it's coming. Like I said, I feel like it's coming, but there's gonna be I feel like it's I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I feel like there's got to be a drop somewhere. It's too big of a window. That's why I was doing the hand gesture. I look crazy, but it's a big window in between where things could be get real bullish or do whatever they want to do. Then there's other people saying that it's kind of already priced in. I know if for some people you like, how is it priced in? Because a lot of people think about the fact that we ran up to 72K and there's 74, whatever, new all-time high. And that's what's considered a good price area for most people. Like people don't consider 63 a good price area. But once again, we ran up because of the Bitcoin ETFs and a lot of stuff, like people were already speculating that they were going to get rate cuts or whatever. And even though a lot of people said it was doubtful and they was waiting to see what Jerome Powell would say, some of it's kind of already priced in. But then you will have the other people that got the confirmation and then they want to get into the market. Like we've been seeing some of the alts move. And to be honest, a little earlier than even I was thinking. But once again, I always tell y'all on this channel, like whether I'm bullish on something or not bullish on it, it kind of doesn't matter. To be honest, it kind of doesn't matter because the market decides what they want to do. There's other people in the market. I'm one person in the market. I'm one person. I'm a smaller channel, all that kind of stuff. So I just try to give y'all the stuff I see. But anyway, alt started. Some of them moved more than I thought they would at this time, but it is what it is. But anyway, that is that news. Decent price area, but we could still get another drop to scare people out. What was all this? Get off my screen. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. Anyway, Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF flows Friday was 252 million. So that's a pretty decent day. Like I said, the real good days would be between 300 and 500 million. And then we had some days like 10 million, 20 million. So 252 million is a pretty good day. The Ethereum ETFs were outflows of 5.7 million. It's the beginning. It's the same thing with Bitcoin ETFs. In the beginning, there were a lot of outflows from Grayscale. So a lot of people see this as negative or however they're going to see it. But it is what it is. Still something in the short term. There's other piece of news. When I do see these, actually, I think the address is right here. I just never looked at it. I'm on stream now. I can look later. But these are people that I definitely trust, been following a while and for years. So anyway, said a dormant address containing 25 Bitcoin awoken after 11 years. Last time it was active was 2013. The Bitcoin now is worth about $1.6 million, which is, it's not a lot. It's good for them. They held on and they were had conviction or whatever. Maybe as a miner, maybe they're mining Bitcoin. I don't know if y'all remember last cycle, everybody was doing that, trying to build computers, and the graphics cards were all sold out because everybody was mining and stuff, and graphics cards went up. I think the one I wanted like launched at like, what was it, like $775, and in a couple of months they were like $3,200. So anyway, I'm on a tangent, but whatever. Maybe it was a minor, but anyway, good for them. But what I will say is, I saw a couple of people, not a lot of people, a couple of people talking about this morning, that one person sold an 800 BTC clip this morning. And so, not this morning, excuse me. I want to say stuff incorrectly, but in the last 24 hours, they sold 800 billion in just one sale order or whatever. So, between that sale, which is, what is that? That's about maybe about somewhere around $50 million worth of Bitcoin they just sold in one spot sale or whatever. So, I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe they were just ready to sell. Maybe they think the market is turning bullish and they're like, all right, maybe they made gains on their Bitcoin and they want to buy altcoins. I don't know. But then there's a lot of people speculating, and that makes people afraid. And then people are like, well, maybe I should sell mine, or maybe I shouldn't buy. So now we kind of at this standstill in the market, which, I mean, 50 million is not a lot for Bitcoin, but it's enough for people to pay attention and develop some type of views of what they think is going to happen next. So it's kind of at a standstill right now. That's a little bit too early. Let me push this story down. I got so many tabs, it's hard to even click them because they're so small. Oh, I guess I pushed that down to the end. All right, let's get to the main, the thumbnail story. I don't want to say the main story, but let's get to the thumbnail story. And then that is this. And listen, I didn't make this up. They did this for dramatic effect. It's the 30-minute chart, y'all. So I mean, it was kind of bad, but it wasn't that bad. I think it's only down like 20% on the week. But anyway, this is the time chart. Once again, this is the 30 minutes. So that's a big, they got to be dramatic. big old red wick down. Anyway, so the Telegram founder, Pavel Durov, I think I'm saying that correctly. He was arrested. And let me just go to what this sums it up better. I just, like I said, I pulled these up for graphics. But what is, I don't want to say what we know so far. What is speculated so far is that well, what's true, he was arrested at the airport. I guess he was refueling or whatever. And they, I can't even say these words on stream. I don't know if I can say these on stream. He was accused, the Telegram founder was accused of being a terror person. Let's say that. He was accused of being a terror person, a child liker or child lover, and drug trafficking. Let's say it that way. French authorities believe that all the prohibited goods are circulating on his Telegram, which pretty much means they're blaming him for like stuff that's happened. Let me just sum this up. They're blaming him for stuff that's happening on Telegram, like, weirdos, perverts who like children, people using it for drug trafficking, and other illegal activities. Let's put it that way. But apparently, they have something where they're blaming him for the activities that's going on Telegram, even though it's not his fault. Man, listen, everybody's got an opinion on this morning. A lot of people saying they think it's because they're trying to stop freedom of speech. And I remember, because I don't know if you've been watching the channel a while, I was talking about him a couple of months ago, and saying how he holds a lot of Bitcoin, and he wants it to be censorship resistant, and he said he got a lot of offers for people that wanted him to sell the users of Telegram's data to them, and he said he would decline it or whatever. So they're speculating that a lot of people don't like him because he's not selling data to different companies. Then you got the people who are on the other side are saying, oh, this dude's not an angel. He is doing this, that, and the other. He's stealing users' data, but he's maybe not just selling it to other companies or whatever. Everybody's going to speculate. This, to be honest, is about the closest to politics you can get, because there's people on both sides arguing both sides. I don't know what the truth is. I'm just like reporting what's going on. Yeah, they said with the charges, he could face up to 20 years in prison. They did arrest him, and I think it's supposed to be like overnight, like 24 hours, but they decided they're going to hold him longer, and I think it's going to be up to 96 hours. And I think he doesn't even have dual citizenship, like Russia and French and whatever. So whatever's going to happen with the case, as far as I know right now, they're going to handle it in France, which is not good for him, because those are the people that arrested him, and a lot of people think they're trying to take him down for whatever reasons. Do I want to address this slide? I probably don't. I might come back to it. But with Telegram, that's why I said it's time, big trouble. Whatever I said, it was a play on words. I had to use it as a thumbnail. But anyway, in addition to that, we also have some of the some stuff going on with, I don't know if y'all know about the little game Hamster Combat that they got on Telegram, which is somewhat connected to Ton or whatever, but they're having problems too. Just to sum all this crap up, there was one guy who is like the inventor or whatever, but he had another company that funded the project to help him make the project for Telegram. And they were saying, like, I guess it wasn't doing well at first, but all of a sudden it just started popping off or whatever. And the guy who was one of the investors said that he hasn't seen, I guess, any of the profits since it's went viral and taken off on Telegram or whatever. And now they're trying to open up a lawsuit. So it's just a lot of stuff in the whole Telegram Ton ecosystem. They got a lot of problems going on there right now. I'm not making this thumbnail to be bearish on the project or knock the project. I don't even follow it enough, to be honest. I told y'all, I think y'all asked me about this, probably a couple of weeks ago, months ago, when people were shilling it. I was saying that for me, the market cap was already too big. I'm pretty sure it can grow into being something. Yeah, it's got a lot of users, blah, blah, blah. I was never really the most bullish on Telegram, but this is not FUD. I'm only reporting the news. I'm not FUDing the project. Mind you, I can't FUD a project that has like $15 billion market cap. So what I will say, one of the most negative things I've seen, though, if this is something you are invested in, is that I saw this morning. It said that one of the liquidity providers, the LP provider, whatever you want to call it, LPs, liquid provider, same thing. One of the liquidity providers removed all of their liquidity off of Ton, and they sold it. It was like $2 million worth. And if you don't know this, I'm trying to sum this up. they liquidity provider, just like it says. So they give you some. They got some of the tokens. So they got some of the ton token, and they might have USDT or USDC or whatever stable coin on, and they provide liquidity half and half. So when you buy, you can get your buy order through. When you want to sell, you can get your sell order through. So this is very important for any project. You want to have a liquidity provider. I know sometimes y'all see projects like when the project is not doing well, or when the project is not doing well, or um, maybe it's a lower market cap or whatever, and y'all be like, man, the price impact is bad on this. Like, so I'm trying to buy it, and it's a 20% price impact, 10% price. You don't even want a 5% price impact, but sometimes it happens. But anyway, liquidity providers, like, you know, I don't want to say they're like market makers, but it just helps. It helps people to be able to buy and sell the token or whatever. But so, and it's good for. I feel like all projects need it. But anyway, so whoever this liquidity provider backed out, sold their $2 million worth and was they out. So that doesn't look good for Ton right now. Mind you, it's not going to drop as fast because it is a higher market cap. But I mean, maybe this is some stuff you want to look into if this is a project that you invested in. I know a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are bullish on it, especially for as far as a low risk investment. But I think I covered all the stuff, and I think I covered it with just giving you facts without flooding the project, because I know people think I flood projects, but I just really try to give people facts. There's no need to talk about that. Do I want to talk about this? I mean, not really, to be honest. Where are we at in time? We at 16 minutes. Yeah, it's just pretty much it's the Rumble guy. So he said that he's leaving Europe because pretty much they feel like everybody's trying to attack different social media. What am I saying? Social media companies, projects, anything that has like freedom of speech. And a lot of people. Here's another thing. A lot of people are speculating that them doing this to the Pavel, I say his name incorrectly probably every time, but the Telegram founder, they feel like they're doing this to them to kind of like throw a warning signal at Elon or try to scare Elon. And y'all know Elon Musk is crazy. He's not going to really care. He's still going to be stupid. So, but that's what they feel like they're doing. But anyway, he said he's leaving Europe because he feel like it's not safe or whatever. Yeah, it's not a good look. So anyway, he said he's leaving. Let me actually read his. So I don't want to speak for him. Let me just say, he said, I'm a little late. He said, I'm a little late to this, but for good reasons. I've just safely deported from Europe. France has threatened Rumble, and now they have crossed the red line by arresting Telegram CEO Pavel Durov, reportedly for not censoring speech. My bad. Rumble will not stand for this behavior and will use every legal means available to fight for freedom of expression, a universal human right. We are currently fighting in the courts of France, and we hope for Pavel Durov's immediate release. And then you got all these people that's coming to like back Pavel. Listen, if I'm saying his name incorrectly, I'm not trying to do it on purpose, but I think it's Pavel. Anyway, you got a lot of people that's coming to like trying to help him out. Justin Sun. I think Justin Sun is just trying to get in the spotlight right now, to be honest. He's trying to get his little thing going over at Tron. But anyway, he's saying he wants to open some DAO. He says he's going to send money and donate money to help the cause or whatever. I don't know. This is just the news. I'm only reporting it. That is what it is. All right, am I at the last thing right now? I think I'm at the last important thing. I think so. One of these, I don't know, be honest, I might talk about it in the group. I'm not even going to talk about it on stream exactly, but let me put this. I look at stuff when I'm looking at stuff on Twitter, wherever it may be, and I do draw my own conclusions, and sometimes it is an opinion, right? But it's this particular project. I'll say this: it's a gaming project. And I never really thought much of it. I never really looked into it as far as an investment, never really looked into it as not investment. I never really gave an opinion on it saying it's bearish or bullish. But I did see it being talked about a lot. And this is something I've been telling y'all for a long time. In the beginning of the cycle, and to be honest, I know you see it like, I know y'all see stuff like turning bullish or whatever, and you're like, all right, we about to go up, and which I think so too, whatever. But what I said is, in the beginning, people are they're not going to show you their real bags and the stuff they really looking to make money on. What they're going to do is show you projects to try to get liquidity to put in the projects that they're actually bullish on long term, right? And so I've never looked at this project at all, but all of a sudden this morning, all across Twitter, how am I trying to say this? I should have prefaced this different. I'm sorry, I use a lot of analogies, and y'all should be used to this by now. Um, it's getting like kind of political. Okay, let's say if it's I can't even use Solana. Whatever, man. Say if it's Bitcoin, right? Um, most thing that people gonna do with Bitcoin is talk about the price action, like whether they think it's gonna go up or whether they think it's gonna go down. They don't really knock Bitcoin, you know. Some people knock Solana, but you got the process. Like nobody, well, people knock Ethereum. Let me just use Bitcoin. But what happens is what I'm seeing with this project in particular. Y'all know how when people have a meme coin, and most meme coins are made up by scammers. If y'all don't know this, come on, y'all got to get to the party. So most of them are made by like scammers and or like influencers with power. And they've been here like since 3 cycles. I'm not talking about 1 cycle, 2 cycle people. Most of these people been here for 3, 4 cycles, right? So when let's say they make meme coin A, right, and then another group makes meme coin B, they'll meme coin B people will start trashing the meme coin A because they're trying to get their meme coin to take off, right? You understand what I'm saying? I put that really simple, right? So when you have usually when you have a AI project, RWA, gaming, layer two, y'all know any of the narratives, DeFi projects, whatever, people are most likely they're just going to shield their project and that's it. They're just going to shield their project. They're just going to go on Twitter. They're going to talk about a whole bunch. They want you to buy it. But when I started seeing people talk about like your project this and your project that, I'm starting to think both of these projects are fake now. And to be honest, like I said, there's one project in particular, I never even looked at it either way. Like I've never even like thought about it that way. But I did. I went and looked at their website and I was like, it's got like decent colors. It's got decent colors, but nothing makes me think it's a legit project. So I did light research. I will say this. I did light research. And so I try to go like, look at funding backers, that type of stuff or whatever. And I didn't see any. And I was like, wait a minute. I will say they do kind of have a product, right? But I was like, wait a minute, is this whole time, has this been a liquidity project or whatever? And it's the people talking about it in particular. So I know this is a long round away to get to this is the point, but I'm mixing this all together, is that a lot of these projects are just liquidity projects. And when I heard people talk about it, I just never really wanted to touch it or whatever. But to my next point, I gave you that story. The next story is this morning, and I'm talking between the lines. Some of y'all petty, but I'm talking between the lines. There's some big influencers out there. When I say big, I'm talking about big, right? And I hate to say it this way, but I would never trust these people. And so this morning, somebody somebody talked about another person who talked about a group of projects, and some of the group of projects that let me go back. There's person A, then there's person B. Person A mentioned projects that person B was talking about and said, hey, I know person B is talking about these projects, but I don't think these projects are bullish. The crazy thing is, like I tell you, I watch a lot of stuff in the space, and I do remember for a 100% fact, that person A talked about these projects. And this is what I've been telling y'all for the longest. Like a lot of times people talk about projects like person A, and they're just trying to get you to pump their bags, or they're just trying to get liquidity. I'm like, how are you going to say that these projects are not good when you talked about them, but now the person B is talking about them? You're trying to say like, hey, like not these projects, but these projects. And I don't think people pay attention to this type of stuff in the space. And so what I'm saying is this morning, I'm seeing like, because the market is turning, it is like, it's red right now, right? But because it's turning bullish, everybody's trying to knock everybody. And I'm the person over here telling you the right projects, this person not telling you the right projects. And I'm just like, I know for a fact you talked about these projects. And what I've been saying to y'all for the longest is be careful, even when it's like a bunch of influencers talking about a project, even if you don't think they are bad people, because the thing is, if the projects don't have enough history behind them, enough history, enough product, enough utility and stuff, you don't know when these people will stop shilling these projects. Because to me, to be honest, even if I was to, if I wanted to be one of the bad people and say I was just shilling projects for liquidity, and that's what I wanted to do, I feel like it's still time to do that, to be honest. If that's what you want to do. But this early, that's what I've been saying it for months. And I know some of y'all probably just like what you call it, zone out when I start talking about this stuff, but I've been saying it for months. I say you don't know when they're gonna stop talking about these projects. So if the pumping of this project is solely based on these people talking about the project and that's all you're dependent on, you can get stuck. And I've been saying for the longest, I was like, some of these projects I don't think are real. I just look at them and some of the stuff. If you not only a lot of people, y'all might see what influencers are showing the project. You might go to the Twitter, like see what the following and see what the engagement is. And one thing that I think is real basic that a lot of people skip over is, do y'all look at the websites? Because if you really go and study some of these websites and you just throw away all of the bullish stuff you heard about the project and just look at it with a neutral mindset. If you look at the websites and look at the information they're giving you, you can kind of tell like, okay, I think this project kind of made up, or it's like, but that was really crazy. I'm trying to let me go back to my notes and make sure I cover everything. I don't know if I want to say in particular because I don't want to have to. I told you I had my Shaolin monk weekend. I'm trying to be like I'm trying to be I'm trying to be like Buddhist going forward. And I ain't got time to be arguing with anybody. Um, I guess I. Oh, hold on. I got one more thing. So I said it was the last. That's not the last thing. Yeah, I'll probably talk about the projects in the group, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to talk about them on stream. But hmm. So last thing, and this one's really, it's almost elementary. I hate to say it this way, but it is kind of elementary. Um, and y'all probably might laugh at this, and you probably gonna say, "Zoe, I know this," but it's easy to get caught up when the market starts getting green. Everybody is starting to do these scam links and well, they always do them on Telegram, Discord, and the thing that I've been seeing is, um, like when you're on Discord, or well, let's say use Discord because it's easy. In the main chat, usually it's like called main chat, general chat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to put scam links there. But lately, a lot of these projects been having them in the like exclusive groups. Like so, you go into Discord. It's easy to reach the general chat, but then like the special groups or the whale groups, the big holders groups, or the I don't know if you're on the project and you hold an NFT, and then they'll have like a section that you have to get access to, but they even have like the scam links in there. And so a lot of people been getting caught like that. Let me use that as an example because it's easier. So say if you're in a project, everybody's in the project that holds the project, they're in the Discord and they're in the general chat, right? And then say if you hold an NFT, you get to be in a special chat. So what's happening is like they're getting inside of those chats and they're like, "Hey, NFT holders, we got this special thing for you this week or whatever, whatever." And you think because you're in this special chat that this is a legit project, and so people been getting drained and falling for scams and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, the basic message is don't be clicking a lot of links. There's going to be a lot of scam stuff coming up. Make sure you ask somebody in the Telegram or the Discord who's a leader, like, "Hey, did y'all put this out?" Or just make sure you're not clicking a whole bunch of links. I think I've been doing better with my timing on my streams too, but I think I covered everything. Um, yeah. So I know y'all probably gonna ask about stuff in the group, but we'll talk about the stuff later. Yeah, I guess I'm done there. Um, Comments, questions, and concerns. Ansem said, "Of course he gets arrested in France." Why you said? I think you told me you were from France. I don't know. I never lived there, so why you say of course? Is that something they just like always do? Utopia said, "Do you think the U.S. government can stop Americans from using Dexes?" Mm, I don't think so. I don't think so. Even though they keep like threatening stuff to say they're going to try to do it, sometimes I still feel like it's just scare tactics. Um, let me just make it a concise answer. I think it's scare tactics just to scare people away from crypto. and they know the crypto bull run is coming. To me, it's the same like how I said they use, even though I was just talking about them, same how they use, they've been using like NFTs. And I was saying how like my mentees would be like, hey, look at this NFT scam. Like, I don't know, Justin Bieber or whoever bought this NFT and now it's not worth a lot. And I'm trying to explain to them that, what an NFT is, the different ways NFTs can be used, and um, like that. But all they see is NFTs are bad, so they get scared of them. Then some people get scared out of crypto, like I said, because they said they're gonna come after Dexes or whatever. And then another thing I'm saying, I know y'all gonna click off the video when I say this, but I keep saying like I just ain't got time for it. I'm gonna make my money and pay the stupid taxes or whatever. I have business and stuff, so yeah, I know everybody can't do write-offs and have tax loopholes like that or whatever. But I would go ahead and pay the taxes. And I think a lot of people use Dexes because they're like, yeah, it's not as regulated as centralized exchanges, and you're trying to get away from paying taxes. That's just my spiel. You can do what you want to do, but I just ain't got time to play the games. And oh, that's when you said no sound. I think the sound is cool. What's your view on time? My view on time, like I said months ago when people asked me, I think even at the bottom, well, the bottom was like maybe $3.20. Let me go look. Let me go back to the chart I like to look at too. Um, um, the bottom for I mean like the no, I lied. The bottom was like $1.20. That wasn't bad if I got in there, but I don't know. It just wasn't something I was bullish on. Maybe I'm gonna be honest. Like I know everybody likes to act like they have the vision and they can see and know the whole market. I'm just be straight up honest with y'all. I'm not gonna know every project is gonna be bullish. Um, I didn't see Tom being bullish. I never was bullish on it. Be honest. I just never was bullish on it. So I saw it come out. I know some of y'all like, well, that's stupid crypto Zoe. Don't you see like they got a connection with Telegram and all the users they got? I just didn't see it like that. So I really didn't care. And so at $1 something, that would have put it at about, I don't know, about 3 billion market cap. Yeah, 3 billion for what I saw at the time and what I saw it was. I wasn't bullish on it. I didn't foresee anybody shilling it. I don't know. You can say I'm stupid. I don't know. I wasn't bullish on it ever. But anyway, as of lately, most people, I think for the most part, people could, let me see, for the most part, people's gonna get in about right here. So that's like $2 to $3, right? And so it's only been like a 2x from there. So by the time I saw people talking about it and I realized that maybe it could run, and I mean, who knows if it goes 10x from here, but still not something I'm interested in. And what am I trying to say? Yeah, I didn't get it, man. I didn't get the whole narrative of why it would be bullish. So and now with this whole thing, like a lot of people saying like this could just be a drop down, it could be FUD, and most people are saying, I guess I didn't talk about it enough. Most people are saying buy the dip. It's a good chance to get in ton. If that's how they feel, they can do that. At the same time, and I'm not saying this for certain, but I do say I do kind of feel like if people telling you to buy the dip now, it's just like because they bags have dumped down. What is it in my head? I got something. It don't matter. Something in my head though. But I feel like they're trying to pump their bags up and get you to buy into where they're gonna sell at. Not only that, like the news I told you, one of the liquidity, excuse me, one of the liquidity providers pull their liquidity. So that's not a good look. But like I said, I'm not trying to FUD it. Maybe it goes to Valhalla from here. But I'm kind of chill on the whole time thing. It's just not. I can't be bullish on everything. That's another thing. So that's just how I feel about it. Nikki said there is sound. Katie Kate said, "Good morning, ready for a pump." Yeah, I think it's coming. Like like I said, like I've been saying for weeks. Like I do feel like, and I'm not talking about this. I do feel like another drop is coming, but like the pump is near too. So it's not like I said. It still won't be time to like sell your bags and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy lower," because like I said, some of the altcoins started moving a little more than even I was ready for. Um, I am not a fortune teller, y'all. I do say what I think. But I'm not a fortune teller. Yeah, I do brag sometimes about predicting certain stuff, but I'm not a fortune teller. But all I know is the pump's coming sometime, but I also think a dump is coming. So I'm holding on what I have. And if I see, like I told y'all last week, maybe I say it clear enough. You don't have to always follow me and follow my DCA alerts because, like I said last week, a lot of stuff was at good prices, the near bottoms and stuff. So if you want to DCA in, you can DCA in now. It's not always about trying to time the market and find the best bottom, even though I am saying, like, I feel like a dump is coming. I'm not trying to time the market, but I just like my bags are packed good enough where I'm cool and I'm chill with where they are. And if I get a dump, then I'll get some more. And if it doesn't dump and it goes up, I'll still just find good DCA points. And that's just how I'm gonna play that. Like I keep telling you, the only thing I'm really upset about is missing that call in March. Like, because I feel like I should have saw that. And that's because I wasn't taking breaks. I wasn't resting my brain. Because I'm big on family, my immediate family, my extended family. I got mentees that I want to look after. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do in life. For most people, I probably have more money and more dry powder and more just money period than most people. But for me, like once you get to a certain level, you always want to go to the next level. Not that I'm ungrateful, but I'm looking forward to being fully retired. Like I've worked in industries and projects and stuff. To be honest, there's some of the stuff I'm not proud of, and I don't want to have to depend on anything in the film or music industry that I'm not proud of. I don't want to be connected to anything that I'm not fully aligned with. So I just want complete freedom. So I was going crazy. It's like 24/7 with crypto, and it wasn't a good look. It's not good for your brain either. So any chance I get, like I said, I think we got some new people in there, and they probably came in there like, I'm not talking about this on stream. Y'all came in there probably was like, man, this dude not even in here. Like, yeah, on the weekends I got to take a break. You work your 9 to 5, 5 days a week. Need to take a break on the weekend, and it's just better for the health of your brain. Like I said, me and my lady went out and just had some fun and kind of just went off the map and just had some freedom. Um, as he said, thumbs up. Nikki said, I think both things can be true. I think it's more than possible for him to be a child appreciator. I like the way you put that. Uh, well said. And also being taken down, let's be honest, a lot of men into that stuff. That's really weird, but it is true. Me and my lady was somewhere this weekend, and we were talking about and I know people say like, oh, it's easy to say how you raise your children until you get them. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not trying to get in an argument with anybody. But I just can't see myself putting my daughter in no leggings. Like I just it's weird to me when I be seeing these little girls. Like there's a bunch of perverts walking around, tight leggings, loose leggings, none of that. I, I'm sorry, my kid she's gonna be in jeans and maybe some decent length skirts or whatever. One thing I can say is I know a lot of people don't like him. I talk about it quite a bit, like LeBron James. One thing I like about him, every time you see his daughter, like she looks like a little girl should look. She don't have no crop tops on and no leggings and no Spanx. I be seeing these little girls in crazy stuff. So you definitely right, and that's the stuff I be thinking about. My daughter's not walking around in that stuff. And then we were at the we were at a store, and like I'm all for like Simone Biles doing her thing. We had Gabby Douglas and all these other people, and we did good in the Olympics. But uh, girl was walking around the store with her dad and her her gymnast stuff, the leotard and the little I don't know the onesie thing that looks like a one piece bathing suit. Nah, I'm not having my daughter walk around like that with all these crazy people. Nikki said, "No way. I've been waiting for my hamster tokens to be released so I can buy it. Too bad they're having drama. I mean, they could bounce back from it. I don't know, but but like I said, it's really not with the. I mean, it is the project, but it's not really the project. So it's just really like the founders just saying, "Hey, bro, you didn't give me my cut of the you didn't give me my cut of what was mine with the investor or whatever." Oh, what is this mess here? Um, oh man, I was hoping nobody would talk about that. To be honest, yeah, I saw that too. Dave says, "Zoe, what are your thoughts on Crash?" Man, I was trying to hint at it. I like that some of y'all reading between the lines, and some of y'all, I like that some of y'all, a lot of y'all keep up with the space too. Besides just coming to my channel and other channels, and I keep saying that you can't just watch my channel and or anybody's channel just think you gonna know what's going on in the crypto. Even though I do try to make it concise. But anyway, yeah, man. I've already had my feelings about him. To be honest, it's just I was saying the same thing about meme coins earlier. Like most of the times, they're made by influencers that's been here, at least 2 cycles, 2, 3, 4 cycles, and they got connections and they get together with influencers and they pump them or whatever. And so for the longest, people was like, I just don't understand how people don't see through this stuff. Like people was believing for the longest. They're like, hey man, this dude like finds stuff early and then all his stuff does well. It's like, no, he's the one developing them. He's developing the meme tokens or whatever. And I see a lot of people shielding the stuff that I know he's made or whatever. And granted, I'm not saying you can't make money, but the thing is with a person like that, just like the other projects, you don't know when they're going to stop shielding them. You don't know why they're creating that token. Like, is it a short-term token they use for liquidity and they're going to drop it off? Because like I said, I know all these guys. I've been here a long time. I know Crash. I'm just saying his name because you said him, but I know a lot of the other ones that do the meme coins too. And then they got their little Telegram groups and stuff like this. And then I can usually tell because I watch them. I'm gonna say it's like I don't pump their stuff, but I'll see them cook it up, and usually I'll say at least 60% of the time. I'm not gonna try to act like I'm a fortune teller, but 60% of the time when they make one, I can tell that they just gonna run this one real quick, and just for liquidity, and they got the ones that they really believe in, and so I know it's hard for people to believe that sometimes, and they're like, oh, look at this one. The chart looks a lot like this chart looks a lot like this other chart. Like they'll have a coin that they made, and this coin is doing well. No, this meme token is doing really well, right? And they'll say this meme token over here. They're like, oh, this meme coin looks like the chart of this one. Like we got an ape into it, and I'll be like, they finna, yo, they about to rug pull this at like 15 million. They're not even gonna let it get to 20 million. And so anyway, he's been doing that for a minute. And so I was seeing this morning one of the this I'll be up. Y'all don't understand how early I be up, like looking at news and stuff. But anyway, one of the stories that I think you're talking about is somebody somebody made a token. Um, they made a token on Tron or whatever, and so um, he saw it and he was like, I guess he was like, yeah, this is a dope narrative. Like this thing gonna fly, right? And so then he made his own instead of joining that community. And a lot of times when you have these people that make these tokens, they do try to get these influencers to join the community and pump their token. But these guys don't like that. And I think I saw somebody ask about, yeah, you I'm gonna mix these together. Ad Tank asked about dumb. So um actually, now I got to talk about three things. Let me put something in my notes because somebody did piss me off. I'm gonna just be honest. But I told you I'm trying to be in my monk stage. I'm trying to be like a monk now, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Uh, but sorry, let me get back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, so they try to get the people to join the community. So with them, you would hope that that happens, but what happens is these guys, they do not, to answer your question, they do not like when somebody has the upper hand in it. They want to be in the position to hold most of the supply. So with them, even though I talked about it on the channel, whatever, what happened is somebody thought they were being sneaky and they started buying up the supply in the background, and then they start sending it to other wallets. These people, they've been y'all, they're not smart. Like these meme coin people, what do you say? They're meme coin scammers, meme coin pumpers, whatever. They've been doing it 3 and 4 cycles, y'all. You're not doing nothing new, and they're tracking that. And so what happened is they got in the well group, and everybody was talking about it. It's like, yeah, this person over here is buying up a lot of supply, and they're sending it to different wallets. And so once they find out you're doing that, they become less bullish on it, and then it's hard to pump the token. But you can't hide the stuff on blockchain. I don't think people realize that they can't hide the stuff on blockchain. So I think I answered two in one. But yeah, so Crash was like, I don't own most of the supply, so let me go create my own token. And I know that community got really mad at them. I mean, excuse me, really mad at him. It was like, hey man, we were trying to get you to join our community, and you didn't join us. Like, why didn't you just join our community that we already created? But that's not what he's gonna do. And so I think a lot of people are seeing behind the curtain now what's really going on, and it's been going on 3 cycles. A lot of people just blind to it, and they're like, no, this person just really knows what they're talking about. They're early. They got the alpha. Man, if you can create the alpha, why do you need to go look for it? So that's how a lot of these people have been playing it. Anyway, that was a longer rant than probably should have been, but whatever. Nikki said, make sure you hit the likes. And then I think I answered your question in that question. That yeah. So the answer again, yeah. Somebody tried to sneak and start buying up supply, and they thought they were hiding it. They started sending it to multiple wallets, and so just not a really good look right now. But like I said, I know I made the video. Oh, that's nothing I need to clear up. So I know I started making I made the video on it. So y'all like, hey, Zo, you made a video on this, blah blah blah. So um, uh, but yeah, so that happened. And like I said, you should only put a little bit of money on it. That's number one. Only should put another little bit of money in it. Number two, yeah, I did take down the video because I don't want people coming and aping into it, not because I'm trying to hide anything. So somebody tried to come to my channel was like and was saying, how am I trying to talk between the lines? Something came out recently with someone, and then somebody came to my channel, blamed me for working with them. I was like, yo, this is not my token. I found the token. It was a CTO. I am not the person who even did the CTO. If you go do your research, and so was saying like, oh, I talked about it, and then like I dumped it, bro. I didn't dump it. I still got my token sitting right there in my wallet. And I didn't even buy it. I don't buy that much of a meme token. Number one, but yeah, I realize everybody's antsy in this market right now. Everybody's feeling some type of way. But no, I don't work with people to make meme coins and none of that kind of stuff. Not that type of person. But that's the reason I took the video down, because if people come to my channel, they see it. It's not for them. I'm not doing it like, oh, I don't want them to see I talked about something and then didn't do well. It's just like, yeah, it's probably not a good time for them to buy this. If they see it on the channel, they probably gonna buy it. So that's what that is. Um, but yeah, and I'm pretty transparent. I don't try to like hide stuff on my channel. Nikki said, "Is meme coin season slowing down and giving away to altcoin season?" I mean, I can't. I can give you the opinion on it, but it don't mean it's true. Like I can't tell you what the market is doing. I think the market is just cooling down now because the market is cooling down. Yeah, people are going more to utility tokens right now. A lot of people are tired of the meme coin games because they realize that people shield meme coins to them, saying that hey, this is a game you can play that you can win at versus buying VC tokens or whatever. And so people start playing that game, but then they realize it's the same game. You still don't have control and you still don't know what's going on. Um, that's just what it is. So a lot of people just kind of tired of the whole meme coin game, and yeah, they are going to utility. Once again, like I was saying, hey, doesn't mean sell your bags and try to buy back lower, but we are getting to a point where the market is about to start heading up. That could be 1 week, it could be 4 months from now, but regardless, like we gonna be going up. So people are like, all right, let me go ahead and get a position. So you should be getting into position right now into like tokens that you think is going to do something. So I think that's what's happening. I think meme coins they'll go throughout the cycle, but I don't think it's going to be as many as it was because people have been just losing money, trying to make more money. They've been losing money. Um, Ben said, "It's obvious to me that crash calls work because when he makes a call, people buy into it, and then he acts like he knew it was going to do that organically before he called it. It's just goofy." Yeah, I just like I said, I'm just in a position like I'm only talking about this because y'all talking about it. I don't even. It is what it is. And listen, people gonna believe what they want to believe. They're gonna follow who they want to follow. And to be honest, the cycle's about to get started. I'm not trying to be Joan of Arc or I don't know why I said that first, but I'm not trying to be Moses or I'm not trying to save anybody from the Red Sea anymore. Like I got too much stuff to focus on myself, focus on my little small group or whatever. And if people want to follow certain people, that's up to them. But you can't convince some people that crash isn't what he actually is. People like you may know it, but other people not seeing it. No matter what comes out with this news, they're not gonna see it like that. They still gonna say Crash is the savior, and they're gonna do what they want to do. So enough to go over there. I'm pretty sure people gonna make a lot of money. I'm not saying you're not gonna make money. I just ain't got time to focus on it. As I always say, I can't be bullish on every single project. It just is what it is. Dang, I thought this was gonna be like a 27-minute stream. We up to 48 minutes now, but y'all was asking pretty good questions. But yeah, it is what it is. I feel like we're gonna go up it from here, but I think I told y'all enough of the information to sum it back up. If I can just run through this stuff real quick, is Bitcoin ETFs did have positive inflows, 252 million last week. Ethereum ETFs had 5.7 million negative outflow. A dormant Bitcoin address woke up with 25 Bitcoin. Maybe they were minor, maybe they were not. They have about 1.6 $1 million of Bitcoin, which is probably not going to affect the market a lot. But then one person did sell a 800 Bitcoin clip, in one sell order. They did not break it up. They did not slowly DCA out. They just dropped the whole clip, and it made Bitcoin fall a little bit. I must have skipped that story. I don't want to talk about that. And the whole thing with Ton, the founder was arrested and was accused of a lot of stuff, but apparently it looks like stuff that's just happened on Telegram, and they're trying to say that they're trying to make him at fault for what people are doing on the channel. I'm not saying dude's an angel. I'm not saying he's a devil. I don't know who he is. I mean, I know who he is, but I can't say how this man lives his life. But anyway, it's causing some problems in the ecosystem. The Ton token. Oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot one important thing. So anyway, because this news, the Ton token tanked. And listen, I'm not trying to say this is orchestrated or not, but what I did here is this was definitely ideal time for people to take profits, because apparently they're also supposed to have a token unlock coming soon. So I don't know. It's just I can't believe I forgot that whole thing right there. But so I don't know. I don't think the French government will orchestrate it, but I mean, you never know. I don't know. You don't know who got money with. I don't know. Anyway, Ton is not doing too hot right now. The Hamster combat project is also having problems. Once again, this is not FUD. It's just news. So I don't want nobody going crazy because I'm talking about their token. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of it. And then you brought up the whole crash news, and I talk about the other projects, and people point fingers at different projects, and it's making me think they all just liquidity projects and they all fake. Anyway, that's my take. Anyway, like I said, hopefully y'all had a good weekend. Hopefully y'all feeling good. I know the market's a little red right now, but everything can't always be up only. And what I will say, when the market starts, there's going to be a lot of violent up and downs or whatever. You just got to make sure you're holding on stuff you have beliefs in. So one day you might be up 150% on the token, and the next day it might be down 40%. And it's going to be a seesaw until we get to Valhalla, or until we get to the other side. I was about to make a old Jefferson's reference, but whatever. Anyway, hopefully y'all feeling chill. Y'all chilling. DCA if you see some good prices, and good to be back. Make sure y'all focus on the right things. No stress. All that good stuff. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.